Siguro sa ngayon, tinuturuan ko yung sarili ko kung paano i-let go yung pagiging perfect. Since sa game, kapag nagkakamali ako, ang bigat para sa akin. Parang sa ngayon, kailangan ko siyang matutunan kung paano mag-move on agad, next play, and kung paano mag-grow sa sarili.
Is there something you tell yourself to get over that next play? I think that's something that us athletes struggle to do, especially early on. I think a lot of us have learned it late in our career, but maybe something that you can share that's helpful for the next gen.
Based on my experience lang din, hindi siya madali na pag nagkakamali ka, parang kailangan mag-move on agad. It takes time na magkaroon ka ng next play. So you have to believe in your coaches, especially sa coaches, sa teammates, and sa mga mas nakakatanda sa'yo. You have to be humble always, all the time. And yun nga, sinasabi nga namin palagi na you have to take it one game at a time nga.
1, 2, 3, go!
Take a seat right here next to me. Hello.
Good
Hi, Camille.
morning, ladies.
Good morning,
Hi.
guys.
So I'm Ponggay.
I'm Cici.
Welcome to Take a Seat. Just wanna make sure that everyone in the room knows who me and Camille are having a wonderful conversation with. Kilala niyo ba to, guys? Kilala niyo ba tong dalawa? Yung isa magaling kumanta, yung isa
Magaling sumayaw.
magaling sumayaw. Pero ang pinaka-talent talaga nila ay paglalaro ng basketball. We're here with Kent and Kirill, the UAAP champs.
So guys, what brings you here? What have you been up to?
Right now, I'm busy with balancing my schools and being an athlete. Lately, naaral ko din kung paano mag-reflect with myself, kung paano ako after ng basketball, after ng academic ko, year in college din po.
What about you, Kirill? What brings you here?
Inaya mo lang ako dito.
Ay,
Hindi, joke lang. So, parang malaki experience to para sa akin since gusto ko rin mag-grow as a person para mas madami pa akong magawa in the future po.
love that. Let's start with, what are the aspects in your life that you feel you are too busy for? Ano yung parang nakukulangan ako ng oras dito? Let's start with Kent.
Lately, masyado ako nakafocus ngayon sa academics and being an athlete. Siguro nakakalimutan ko na yung pagiging maki-social life sa mga friends ko, like makipag-banding, and of course, yung pagpunta sa church, masyado ako nakafocus sa goal ko. Which is nakakalimutan ko na mag-have fun with my friends and kay God din po.
Yeah, that's important. To have your social life, to have your friends.
To be more than an athlete, to take a seat,
Yeah.
to just chill. Karil, what about you? As a young player, hearing all of that, what do you think you need to make more time for?
Siguro po yung kailangan mag-focus din kami sa ACADS. Since hindi lang po puro athlete lang po yung kailangan namin isipin sa araw-araw. Balance lang po para po mas maganda po in the future yung yung career po.
Wala namang pressure yon sa inyo.
Wala naman po. Ginusto po namin yun.
Wow!
Chose that life, chose the student athlete life.
Yeah. Don't forget, guys, your ACADS are very important.
Student athlete first, not athlete student, guys.
True, tama yan.
So, as athletes, we hear a lot of comments, we hear a lot of stuff that sometimes sticks with us. In UAP or even after, have you heard something that you have a hard time letting go of?
Personally, since high school, parang ang daming, yung sinasabi ng mga tao when it comes to women's. Yung expectation ng mga tao, syempre, kailangan mo siyang maabot, kung ano yung ina-expect nila, kung ano yung pagkakilala nila sa'yo. Siguro yun yung mahirap din, kasi kailangan mong parang maging perfect. Nakakalimutan mo na yung sarili mo na di mo naman kailangan maging perfect.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, mahirap talaga maging perfect, guys. Walang ganon.
Yeah, on that, Kent and I are the same batch actually as rookies, and I did hear a lot of stuff about her, how she was gonna be so good, and she did win Rookie of the Year, so she lived up to the expectation.
Wow. Rookie of the Year. Slay. So, what is a thought, a comment, or an instance that you are also learning to let go of, Kirill?
Siguro sa ngayon, tinuturuan ko yung sarili ko kung paano i-let go yung pagiging perfect. Since sa game, kapag nagkakamali ako, ang bigat para sa akin. Parang sa ngayon, kailangan ko siyang matutunan kung paano mag-move on agad, next play, and kung paano mag-grow sa sarili.
Is there something you tell yourself to get over that next play? I think that's something that us athletes struggle to do, especially early on. I think a lot of us have learned it late in our career, but maybe something that you can share that's helpful for the next gen.
Based on my experience lang din, hindi siya madali na pag nagkakamali ka, parang kailangan mag-move on agad. It takes time na magkaroon ka ng next play. So you have to believe in your coaches, especially sa coaches, sa teammates, and sa mga mas nakakatanda sa'yo. You have to be humble always, all the time. And yun nga, sinasabi nga namin palagi na you have to take it one game at a time nga. Yun yung sabi namin, pag nagkamali, bawi. Hindi man sa defense, sa ibang aspeto man na sa loob ng court na paano ka makahelp sa teammates and sa coaches.
Would you say that perfection is like what they're always looking for? Is there a kind of pressure in today's scene, Kent, na, di ba, maybe yun nga, may mga sinasabi sila sa inyo or in terms of being a Filipina basketball player na, ay, hanggang dito na lang siya or whatever stereotypes they have of you that have put you in a box.
Personally, yung pagdating sa women's, sinasabi nila palagi na mahina yung babae. Sinasabi nila na less competitive, na hindi sila skills, pero despite of that, natutunan ko na hindi lang makinig sa mga sinasabi ng mga tao, which is makinig dun sa mga mas alam nila kung ano yung tama, which is sa mga coaches and sa mga naniniwala sa'yo. I always say to myself na always believe in yourself. Stay consistent and kahit anong mangyari, pagkatiwalaan mo lang yung mga tao naniniwala sa'yo.
Listen to those supporters.
Yeah,
Because there are a lot. And for you, Karil, you, I would say, successfully transitioned from high school to college. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience, how you got here, and if you experienced some of these obstacles?
Nung high school ako kasi syempre nagpo-focus sila coach sa akin kung paano ako mag-grow sa college. Since parang mahirap po sa college kasi syempre yung mga kalaban ko po doon sobrang grabe na yung mga experience po sa akin. So, binigyan lang niya ako ng maraming advice para magamit ko po sa pag-akit ko po sa college.
What was the biggest difference between high school and college for you?
Sa college po parang syempre nahirapan din po ako. Paano ma-adapt po yung system ng college? Since sa high school po parang medyo kaya pa po makipag one-on-one sa kanila. Pero sa college po kailangan gamitan ng yung sistema nila po.
Mahirap talaga pagdating nga. Tulad nga ng sabi ni Karil din na pag galing ka sa high school kasi iba yung competition
Right.
pagdating, di ba?
Right, of
Sa
course.
college, more on physicality, mind games. Sa high school kasi parang more on
the mind games.
Yeah.
Diba, nag-enjoy ka lang, parang
Right.
wala kang iniisip, kundi mag-enjoy lang, di ba?
Are you a bebot, kaka-babe, or a kikay? In that sense na, ay wait lang.
And please explain the terms for some of us who don't understand what the terms are.
Okay.
Me.
How would you classify your playing style in terms of itong Filipina beauty slang?
Kailangan ko explain muna kung ano yung bebot, kaka-babe, tsaka kikay. No?
Okay, go. Para alam nila.
Sige, yung bebot siguro is more on parang soft girl ka. Yung parang simple ka lang pero yung confidence ka. Sa ano.
Siguro ganun ako.
Yeah. Maybe.
Bebot ako, bebot.
Soft lang, so. Tapos yung siguro yung kaka-babe naman is more on unique. You have your own style. Parang you have originality. So yung kikay naman is it's more on maarte. Medyo maarte. Na maangas pero alam mo, medyo mahihiyain.
Sino yan?
So, for me siguro ako yung kaka-babe.
Ay.
Kasi
Unique.
unique ako.
Ah.
Pagdating naman sa laro, parang I have my own style. I have my signature moves. Parang tinatawag na ganun.
Ikaw, Karil. Sa tingin mo, ano yung playing style mo?
Pares lang sa kanya, kakaiba.
Same lang.
Kakaiba.
Akala ko kikay ka kasi more on nagse-celebrate, di ba?
Ikaw, Camille, what would you say is your Filipina slang beauty
I
style?
want to ask them, what do you guys think my playing style is?
Oh yeah, because by the way guys, they played against each other back in, not the last year. Kailan kayo nag-compete against each other?
86 and 7.
Yeah, 86 and
Yeah,
87.
so, and you went up against UST
Yeah.
back in the day. So
1-1.
they're actually rivals.
yeah.
But for the love of the game, we're all just good friends here.
Masasabi ko siguro sa kanya, ano siya, kikay siya. Kasi pagdating sa court, maanga siya eh. Alam mo, maanga siya. Mahilig siya mag-celebrate. And syempre, yung style niya din, when it comes to yung aura niya, di ba? Yan. Mahilig siya mag-celebrate, mag-taunting, maangas, yun.
Taunting.
Kaya,
Favorite person to taunt
Yeah,
is
taunting.
Ken. For sure. So now that we're here at the Slam Rising Stars, it's only the third year. The men's game has been going on for a while, but they finally brought the women's to the light. So you were part of the first group. Can you share your experience? How did it set you up to kind of succeed in college and for everybody to kind of know your name?
Siguro yung Racing Star sa akin, parang isang malaking experience yun since parang kami yung first nila, Shelo, na nag-start ng Racing Star. Sobrang grabe yung, may pressure din syempre kasi first time namin na mag-uumpisa yung slam sa amin. Siguro ang dami naming mga natutunan doon sa game namin na parang lahat kami nagko-compete talaga. So parang marami rin ako nakuha doon para makuha ko sa college life ko.
What lesson, what obstacle, what favorite matchup? Any?
Or a memory.
Siguro si Shelo, parang rival talaga kami niyan siguro hanggang pagtapos namin. Parang parehas kami nagko-compete dalawa. So yun, nagko-compete kami parehas. Parang may konting mga yabangan pero parang ine-enjoy lang namin talaga yung pag kami dalawa yung magkalaban.
Parang kami lang ni Kent. Same.
Yeah. but here, let me just add on to that. How do tournaments like this, specifically these kinds of tournaments, the Rising Stars, and how does it build your confidence? And not just confidence but also your leadership. In a space where, na-mention yung mga stereotypes, you've been told na maybe you don't belong in this, or mahina kayo, babae ka lang, di ba?
Siguro parang sa amin, kahit babae lang kami, parang kaya din namin makipagsabayan kung ano rin yung ginagawa ng lalaki. Parehas lang kami ng ginagawang hard work.
Anything to add on to that, Ken?
Yun nga, yung sinasabi nga na palagi kaming kino-compare sa lalaki. Which is magkaiba naman, yeah. Pero alam naman namin sa sarili namin na sa skills, sa talent, yung tapang, syempre, and yun nga, na naniniwala naman kami sa sarili namin na kaya namin makipag-compete with each other. And kahit sa ang competition man, kahit sinong kalaban. Kung ano kaya ng mga lalaki, kaya rin namin ng mga babae.
With all the talent, everybody knows. I mean, because we were rookie batches, I heard a lot about you, and I think a lot of these girls here, their names are now online. People are hearing about them too. So, in anticipation of their arrival, can you share what was the biggest pressure point for entering college as a high school standout and a highly recruited player?
Yung pressure siguro na yung expectations ng mga tao na nakakilala sa'yo. Kasi alam nila you're one of the best from high school, and then you have to belong to the college, of course. You have to compete with each other. And yun nga yung sabi nila na yung expectation nga, yung mahirap na hindi mo maabot. Pero yun nga yung sasabi ko sa sarili ko na gawin ko lang yung kung ano yung kaya kong gawin. And doon ako sa mga taong naniniwala sa akin na kaya ko pa and kaya kong maging mag-grow pa as a person and as an athlete. Diba?
How about you, Karel? I'll ask you another question. Meron ka bang mga tips on how to stay present and, for the soon to be college or wherever kung saan man sila pupunta, paano nila ma-embrace yung pressure ng season, di ba, ng panglalaro?
Siguro, umpisan yung magtiwala sa sarili nyo and kung paano kayo makikipag-compete sa ibang mga players. Especially na kailangan yung makinig sa mga coaches nyo. And sila yung magpapagaling sa inyo kung paano kayo maglalaro ng maayos sa loob ng court. And kailangan din ng disiplina sa sarili para makapaglaro kayo ng maayos at makapag-perform kayo.
Parang mga ate na talaga kayo, no?
Malapit na sa veterans.
I think we've shared enough, but is there any last parting words that you think, as a high school player, you would have wanted to hear from somebody you look up to?
Just play your best. Tiwala lang sa sarili nyo na kaya nyo. And yun nga sabi ko rin palagi sa sarili ko na be humble lang. Kahit ano na yung na-achieve mo sa life. Always stay foot on the ground. Nga, sabi nila coaches. Dapat wala kang inaapakan na tao. And kailangan marunong ka pa rin makinig sa mga mas nakakatanda sa'yo. And always, lang din, na ready ka for the advice, mga sinasabi ng mga tao, kahit bata man dyan or matanda, kahit dapat may respeto ka pa rin kahit kanino po.
Siguro, advice ko lang sa mga racing star ngayon, enjoy nyo lang yung game nyo ngayon kasi sobrang laki experience niyan sa inyo ngayon. Last year, parang nag-ano lang kami. Parang in-enjoy lang namin yung game namin para may makuha kaming magandang na-adapt para magawa namin sa college life namin.
Do we have any more questions from the audience?
What's one advice you've received that you continue to follow in your career?
Struggles is part of the journey. Daming sacrifices, pero you have to deal with it. Kasi parang andun ka na sa part na kailangan mo ma-achieve yung goal mo. Hindi lang yung andun ka, pero wala kang goal. Parang andun ka lang just to play. Hindi yung ganun dapat yung mindset. Andun ka kasi may goal ka in life. Kung ano yung goal mo, doon ka dapat mas nakafocus.
The best thing or the best advice that I follow to this day is to always find the good in everything. And that the results are never the end game. That's out of your control. Win or lose, you have to really love what you do every day. Diba? Bakit ba tayo gumigising ng maaga, nagbubuhat, nagda-diet, diba? It should really come from grit and for the love of the game. It shouldn't come from the results because the results are not in your control.
Consistency adds up to longevity. I think that reps remove that doubt. So when you're in front of the spotlight, when you're playing in the big arenas, what's gonna show up is everything you've done in the dark. Every day that you showed up for yourself, not for anybody else. I think that having that motivation intrinsically, not coming from outside noise, that's what's gonna keep you in the game the longest. I think the best thing is to find that love, like Bongay said, to keep you in the game. Because I'm sure there are times when you guys have wanted to miss practice, you guys have wanted to cut corners, but when it comes to the big stage, the people who succeed, the people who get those championships are the ones who have committed to the process the entire time. And I think that that's something valuable. You can start as early as now. And once you get to the age of people like me, Bongay, Kent, JD, Mamu, Jago, you'll see that these people have gotten to where they have because they've loved the game and they've put everything into it. And what you put in, you'll always receive.